Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Jason's Morning Mojo. So, today, what I want to talk about is the importance of being good to people. I know in life and in time, sometimes it can be very challenging, right? Sometimes, and for some of us, it's just an easy thing to do. We try to continue to do so, even though it's not given in return. And it can be challenging depending on our atmosphere. But I'm going to tell you a couple of stories to kind of help you understand why it's so important and what it can do for your future or for others' future. So there was a story of this gentleman. He was a very young boy at the time. He was out in the country. He's very hot. He's very hungry and he's very thirsty, but he was poor. And as he's walking around, he finally comes upon this one country home. He walks to the door, knocks on it, and a lady answers. And he begs her. He says, "Please, if you could just help me. I'm very hungry. I'm very thirsty. If there's anything you can do for me, I would be eternally grateful." So the young lady came back with a ice cold glass of milk and gave it to him. So he drank it, handed it to her, asked her name, and she gave it. And he gave his. He said, "My name's Robert Kelly." And so he walked away, and fast forward to the future. The lady that had handed the glass of milk, right, actually had gone into the hospital. She had been very ill, wasn't sure what was going on. It turns out she was diagnosed with cancer. And it was treatable, but it was very expensive to treat. And so she's trying to figure it out. She didn't have the money. She was very concerned, but wanted to make sure she did what she could do. So a doctor walked in, read the chart, looked at her, and said, "I believe that I can help you. And I want to help you. In fact, I'm going to go above and beyond to help you. And I'm going to make sure you don't pay for that. You see, my name is Dr. Robert Kelly. And a long, long time ago, you gave me something to drink when I was in dire need. And now I would love to return that favor to you." That's absolutely fascinating. But another one that's kind of common, and a lot of people have heard this story, I find, as I've told it before, is one of this gentleman who goes through this line at kind of like a Starbucks or a coffee place. He pulls up to the window, and he's having a good day. And he wants to let the lady know, "Hey, listen, I'm going to pay for mine, but I'd also like to pay for the person behind me, if that would be all right." And so the lady said, "Sure, that's fine. Here's what the order is." And so he was able to give the money and took care of it. Well, fast forward through this whole process, and as the person at the window ended up talking to the paper about it, that ended up continuing for over 2.5 hours and covered more than 80 customers. So as you can see, being good to people isn't just about being good to them themselves. It's about passing it forward to others and what it can indeed do for others around you. Creating a good atmosphere isn't necessarily always about what we do or how we do it, but in fact, what we can spark, what we can start in order to make that chain reaction so that others will do the same as we feel. So thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you again real soon.